And here we go again.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strip that ball. Mike 9.
To throw is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second down at 7. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Wilson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. From the 10, first and goal.
Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They go play action now. Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, first and 10.
Ready?
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That one good for 37 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
You got 3 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second and very short, Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. We want this.
Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Wilson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
7 yards the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whoever the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Callaway on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now the rookie's free. 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 10. I got it.
Hey, report.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Hey, this is our house. Mike 9.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Flushed out right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes. swings, and Wilson's going to go down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Wilson. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Wilson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Rico Gafford,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party.
On the set. So he sticks the mic. Hey, watch the ball.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Here we go. Set. Just like that. Just like that. Hey, check back.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rico Gafford with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Davion Taylor in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new cop.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they